Hi, Gemini. This is Aqua Moonlight. Thank you so much for stopping by. So, I am here to do a love and relationship reading for you. So, this is going to be for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs. So, whoever is tuning in, whoever's watching, what do you need to know right now about love? Okay, so this is going to be if you are single, it could be just what do you need to know about your love life in general or what's coming in for you. If you're currently with somebody, if you're in a partnership, or maybe you're inquiring about a relationship, then this could also resonate with you. So just take it how it resonates. It's not going to be for all of you. But let's take a look. What's coming up for Geminis in love? Also, since we're dealing with energy, and if you're, dealing with somebody else, then the roles can also be reversed. So keep that in mind as well. So what's going on for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? Whoever needs to hear these messages. September, October, love, relationships. What's going on for Geminis in the collective? All right, so Spirit, what's going on for Gemini right now in love? These are the Island Time Wellness cards. So what's the current energy for you in love? We have the Runner. Runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, and listening to ego. So for some of you, you are, perhaps this is you, you could be dealing with some maybe commitment phobia here, or some commitment issues. Maybe some of you have a feeling of being fearful right now of intimacy. Maybe some of you feel like you are having to remove yourself from something or even run away from something here. Others of you, of course, you could be dealing with somebody who maybe they are running from you. Maybe this person keeps listening to their ego. They're very afraid of intimacy here. Maybe you're attracting these types of people. You're attracting the same types of partners here. But the first one that came through is something to do with a runner here. And it does say runner in a codependent relationship. So this might be, being in some form of codependent habit or some form of codependent relationship here, and having to maybe deal with that or to look at that here. We're going to confirm these, but let's get another card. What's going on for Gemini right now in love? Okay, we have stabbed in the back, heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, and shocking attack. Okay, let's get one more here. So some of you, unfortunately, there may have been something here that you were stabbed in the back here. And again, this could just be a pattern. Maybe you feel like, when you get close to somebody, then they stab you in the back, or there's a feeling here of going through the same things over and over again. What else for Gemini in love? Yeah, we have healing heart, healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. So I think for most of you, there is a focus here on you coming to some realization or going through some deep healing when it comes to maybe being hurt, being deceived, going through something that happened recently, or maybe something that will happen. But I feel like this is, like for all of us, I think this is part of the healing here. I'm seeing the Judgment card in reverse as well. So the Judgment card in reverse can be pointing to our past. It can be pointing to things that we maybe have not resolved from the past, things that we maybe have not come to a final decision about, or that we have not fully resolved. And so I feel for you, Gemini, there is a feeling of you freeing yourself from any of these patterns here. So let's go ahead and look into it and see. What's going on for Geminis in love? Let's clarify the runner here. What is going on for Geminis right now in love? Okay, we have the Page of Cups in reverse. So the Page of Cups in reverse is very closed off. It's an energy where we're not really being vulnerable, where we're not really being open with our emotions here. I'm seeing the Ace of Swords in reverse, and we have the Lovers in reverse as well. So there feels like there's been some disharmony here in a relationship, or there's been some disharmony when it comes to again, the type of partners maybe that you're attracting, or the types of partners that you've been with. It does feel like quite a bit of closed off or commitment phobic energy here, because the Ace of Swords and the Lovers being reversed here, I feel with that Page of Cups too in reverse, is somebody who maybe is having a difficult time opening the heart, having a difficult time accepting love or giving love. Um, for some of you, this is somebody who maybe there was a very intense attraction, or maybe some of you feel like you had to compromise your values, compromising your morals for this relationship, okay, or the pattern of this relationship or relationships. It just feels like there has been a sense of having very fuzzy type of connections, or having very fuzzy energies when it comes to what you're looking for in love. This could be something that you are working on healing. Maybe this is something that you are realizing about yourself. This might be that you have had this issue within yourself. Maybe you tend to push people away, or there's been something around the energy of not, opening up or not reciprocating love. And that could be part of what that is as well. Maybe there's a lack of understanding of what you're looking for, maybe in a relationship, or maybe some of you feel like you're not sure. And that could be this here as well. So what else is going on for Gemini in love? What's going on for Geminis in love right now? Okay, yeah, so we do have healing in reverse here, and we also have the intuition in reverse. And I'm seeing communication here too. So some of you with the healing card in reverse, there has been something that has not been healed. And every time I see that Page of Cups reverse too, it feels like something that has not been healed within, something to do with why we feel like we can't be vulnerable, or why we tend to attract people that can't be vulnerable. So there could be some shadow work involved here when it comes to listening to your intuition, with this intuition in reverse. And the Page of Cups is somebody actually who's, in my opinion, very open. So they're open with their intuition, they're open with feeling, they're open with going with their feelings, going with their, going with their intuition. And I feel like with this being in reverse, maybe some of you feel like you didn't listen to your intuition when you should have, or when you had the chance to here. And I feel, yeah, forgot what I was going to say. Let's get another card here. What else is going on right now for Geminis in love? Okay, yes, we have laying solid foundations. A new solid foundation is building in your life. Your foundation is being strengthened and balanced for the new coming in. You could be attracting new relationships, or strengthening and solidifying the ones that you already have. Focus on setting firm foundations of honesty and communication, and address the things that no longer serve you. Yeah, so exactly. I feel like some of you are really wanting to lay down maybe a more solid foundation, or there's been something that you have not, it feels kind of like a bit of like a fickle energy here. Like maybe some of you have not been feeling very solid with your decisions, or there's been something about not being grounded. And then true love came out here too. It says, this love is real and true. This is a healthy, emotional, genuine connection. Or you are manifesting a high vibrational relationship. You are giving and receiving more love in your life. This may pertain to reaching the vibration of unconditional love. And we do have resistance here too. So there has been some resistance, and that could be a part of what this intuition is about as well. Maybe some of you are finding it difficult to open up to your intuition here, or you've been yeah, you have to listen to what you're feeling. You know, with this here, it says, be willing to take steps forward. Your soul is nudging you to move forward in a direction. So there may be here, let's go ahead and clarify the stab in the back for Gemini. What else is going on in love for Gemini right now? What else is going on in love for Gemini? Ten of Wands in reverse, and we have the Four of Wands in reverse and the Two of Pentacles. So some of you have to make a decision here, or somebody's trying to make a decision about you. I feel like this is about releasing a pretty heavy burden here when it comes to something that is not stable, or something that was not built on a solid foundation. And so that's kind of that fickle energy I'm picking up on here with the Page of Cups reverse. So some of you feel like you've been carrying a lot of weight on your back, you've been carrying a lot of burden, you've been maybe carrying a lot of stress, and it has something to do with your foundation, your stability. So maybe being back and forth with something and not feeling stable, not feeling like you have a solid home or a solid relationship to fall back on. And maybe that's you who is unsure about your emotions, or maybe this is another person, but there's a need to kind of come out of a feeling of this, I guess fickleness is the best way I can explain it. It's like a feeling of being in the clouds a little bit here. So some of you may benefit on working on your root chakra as well, is what I'm getting. Because I feel it's like if you want that stability, and if you want that foundation here, there's a need to let go of what maybe has been becoming too much for you to bear. Maybe some of you are trying to balance out a home situation right now that you are in because of obligation, or you're in because you don't feel like you can leave or something. But there's a feeling of compromising something about yourself for this. And I think that's part of what this is about. This could be your beliefs. It could be it's like something with that Lovers in reverse that you're compromising here. And I think with this stab in the back, we'll take a look at what that is. It could be that somebody did, stab you in the back, or something happened here that threatened or broke down a foundation here. What's going on for Gemini in love? What's going on for Gemini in love? Yeah, you're moving through cycles right now. Some of you are moving through some heavy cycles of having to release. Okay, so we have this release, which really is about this fire. I mean, this fire that she's holding behind her is very stressful. I feel like there's almost a point here of not being able to handle it anymore, or not being able to be back and forth anymore with either a person, or a relationship, or an idea, or the types of partners that you're attracting here. It just feels like with this release, there's a need to, I'm almost getting with that sword. It's like having to just cut a cord here, or having to pull the rug, or not pull the rug, but you know what I'm trying to say, pull the plug. And here we have healing and cycles. So the moon cycles could be important for you right now. There might be something going on with the moon cycles. Maybe you're releasing things on the full moon here, or there's something about starting anew. But I get a lot of that fire building up, that fire here that has to be let go of, that fire that has to be released here. And it feels like you're still juggling it, or you're still going back and forth with the idea of this, or somebody's still doing this to you. And It's really about being honest in your communication too. With that communication here, it's about really being upfront about how you're feeling. Some of you have been holding back on expressing this. What's going on for Gemini in love? So this loyalty card actually flew out in reverse while, when it flew out in the air. And here we have letting go, and we also have trapped. See, something about being trapped. Some of you do feel trapped. Some of you feel like and you don't like to be trapped. You don't like to be confined. Or somebody here doesn't like to be confined. And I do think with this loyalty in reverse and the letting go, some of you feel guilty, is what I'm getting. Some of you feel guilty for letting this go, or there's a feeling of a burden or a responsibility here. Let's look at the healing heart, and then we'll see what's next for you. Gemini is in love. What's going on with healing heart? It does say here, freedom from a toxic relationship or an addiction, healing from heartbreak. Geminis, I'm not going to take those. I'll look at them though. Eight of Swords, yeah. Eight of Swords and the Page of Wands. Healing heart for Gemini. What's going on in love for you? Okay, yeah, the Three of Wands and the Seven of Cups in reverse again, and here's the Judgment in reverse. So this is about things I feel, the Judgment in reverse again, there's sort of a delay in making a final call here. So some of you are choosing to not make a final call about something, or someone's keeping you kind of floating here. And I think that there's a feeling of not being able to do this or not wanting to do this here. But with that Seven of Cups in reverse, that's gaining clarity. I do think with the Seven of Cups reverse, this is about gaining clarity on, maybe what's been happening here, or really making a decision. But that Judgment reverse would tell me that maybe there's something that you're still working through healing about these issues here. What's going on for Geminis in love with this healing heart? For Geminis in love. Yeah, time apart is needed. Take the time to focus on yourself and doing the things that you love. This is an opportunity to master something within. This may pertain to a period of separation. So if anything, I feel like you are going within. I feel like you are taking this energy within yourself, and you're going to be mastering something or figuring something out here. But it feels like something is not final, or something is not fully, decided on here, or some of you are waiting for something. So I see a lot of you going to take some time apart, maybe from a current relationship, or you're just taking time apart for yourself to figure out, maybe to heal your heart, to figure out why perhaps a pattern has been like this, or why a pattern has repeated itself. And whoops, let me grab that. So let's confirm this, and then we'll look quickly at what's coming in for you next. So Gemini's healing heart, time apart. What's going on for you in love? Self-discipline in reverse. That's exactly it. The Seven of Cups in reverse can actually be summarized here to me as self-discipline. We have forgiveness in reverse here too. I feel like with this self-discipline, there is something about having to see something more clearly. I mean, the Seven of Cups reverse is about letting go of the illusion, letting go of what's been clouding us. So for some of you, it might be that either you or maybe your partner, if it resonates, has been not really fully committed to the relationship, either emotionally or any type of way. And this is about having to turn this into something that's more committal, into something that's more loyal. And this is going to require a lot of self-discipline. It's going to require um, a lot of going back, into the past and deciphering where, how to get back on the same page. So there might be a mending of something here, but there's a need to first kind of go through a period of getting more grounded in what's real, and what's not. Yeah, there's a fear of intimacy here. There's a fear of getting close. There's a fear of putting your heart on the line here, or somebody feels this way. Oh, yeah, deja vu. See, past life, karmic lessons, and repeated patterns. That's what this is, the judgment reverse. So this could be in this lifetime or even past lifetimes. There's been a lot of repeating of the same patterns, repeating of maybe going with this forgiveness in reverse. Maybe some of you have not fully forgiven somebody or have not fully forgiven yourself even, but it stems from this judgment reverse. It stems from a place of repeating things and not really either learning from them or not understanding why, like, I'm getting like, why do I act this way, or why do I feel this way? Gemini. Is that the Pride card? Yeah. Ego, arrogance, and stubborn love. So there's a bit of a prideful energy here, and it feels more like, it feels more like a barrier, though, if that makes sense. It feels more like an excuse to not look at something. And again, I don't know if this is you or somebody else, but it feels like this is an excuse to not look at the self, if that makes sense. And I think euphoria here, chasing things that are not really real, Seven of Cups reversed, or not really feeling stable within the self. And this is obviously taking a toll on a relationship here. So there's a need to let go of the excess, is what I'm hearing, the excess. So let's look then. What's coming in for you? What's the next chapter, Gemini? Yeah, resistance, ego, resistance to something. What's the next chapter for Geminis in love? What's coming in for you next? Resistance. You are not opening up to a situation or opportunity. Your soul is nudging you to move forward in a direction that is in alignment with your soul and life purpose. Be willing to take steps forward. Trust your intuition and higher guidance. The right path is revealing itself to you. Tear down the walls and barriers so that movement forward can occur. That pretty much summarizes it here. There's a need to make a choice here. There's a need to really go forward to what your soul is nudging you to do, and only you know what that is. And we do have this intuition in reverse up there, so there may be something that some of you are not, it's like you're not clear-headed about this, or you have not been listening to what you need to do. The Eight of Swords, see. Some of you are not wanting to look at something, though. I keep getting that. What's coming in next for you, Gemini? What's coming in next for Geminis in love? Eight of Cups. So I think that you are going to be making this choice. Seven of Cups reversed, Eight of Cups. And this is always going to lead you to your happiness, to your ninth cup, to your 10 of Cups eventually. And so with this Eight of Cups, you are leaving behind the illusions. You're leaving behind the things that were not serving you. And this could just be ideas. This could be fears. This could be anything here. But I definitely feel like there's going to be a victory here. Six of Wands. There's going to be a revelation is what I'm getting as well. What's coming in next for Geminis in love? Yeah, beautiful. Temperance. We have the Temperance card and we have the Death card, and they both flew out sideways here. And here we have the Five of Cups and the Three of Swords here in reverse, not in reverse actually. So yeah, it's really about looking at what maybe has been hidden or what has been buried. It's a little bit deeper, but I feel like this is about having to confront where you have been hurt and maybe understanding where this pattern has come from here. And I think with the Temperance and the Death card to come out right next to each other like this is about allowing the healing in. This is about allowing you to heal, allowing you to feel. I just heard allowing you to feel. So this is, I feel, it's going to require, though, letting go. It's going to require this almost like I'm getting a lot of releasing here, releasing of the pain, confronting of the pain. Some of you do have to, I don't want to say hurt other people, but some of you do have to do things for you, you know, and I think that could hurt somebody in this situation, or that could just be your realization of looking at it, accepting it. That's what it is, accepting it. There's been a lack of acceptance about something, and this is about the acceptance that is slowly but surely coming through. These to come out sideways like this. Some of you are afraid to accept, you're afraid to embrace love, you're afraid to be receptive, you're afraid to be open. And once you're able to kind of go through this, I feel like there's going to be this big shift in your energy here. What's coming in love for Gemini? Yeah, suppression, resistance, and shyness, secret admirer. This is more about you suppressing your feelings. So either you or somebody here is suppressing how they really feel about something, and it's really causing a lot of pain. And until it's really looked at for what it is, I feel like there's still going to be this maybe pattern, back and forth pattern here. This feels like a fear of commitment. This feels like running from love or running from feelings, running from emotions. Let's get the last few cards here. What's coming in for Geminis in love? There you go. Surrender. So you're going to be surrendering here. We have surrender and we have manifestation. So manifesting something better suited for you, manifesting a higher vibrational version of what you're dealing with here. Yeah, putting in the effort, being able to put in the effort, being able to be clear. A lot of you have been very fuzzy. That's my favorite word lately, fuzzy. A lot of you have been very foggy, I should say, about what you should do or about what you need to do. And this is going to be the surrendering to allow it to collapse, is what I'm hearing, or allow it to fall through. And it doesn't have to be in a negative sense. This is just about you allowing whatever has been in stagnation for you, the Hanged Man reverse, to surrender, to let it go or let it flow or let it feel. It's coming in for Gemini. Yeah, there's a surrender. Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords with the Eight of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups in reverse. This is about not looking at things that are indulgent. Some of you may have had a codependency issue, or maybe you have had a certain relationship even that has been maybe very intense, but not necessarily very long-standing. And so this is the commitment to yourself and the commitment to your future, I guess, here, to really manifest effort. I mean, we have the Eight of Pentacles and we have effort, which is pretty much the same meaning here. So this is about putting effort, and it might be even putting effort into a connection that was broken. It definitely could be. It could be putting the effort now finally into something that was sidetracked by one's own fantasies or by one's own inability to look at the vulnerability from within. Okay? Whatever it is, though, it's going to be a new, like, it's going to be a like a new vitality is what I'm getting, a new vitality to put work into the areas that really are important, and not just the Seven of Cups, not just things that are fleeting or not things that are not based in reality. So what's the final message for Gemini? Yes, recovery. What's the final message for Geminis in love? So after recovery, remain positive and take action. So the period of recovery here, the Temperance card, remain positive, because I feel this could be remaining positive during a difficult time, during the pain, during something that has been maybe a very difficult separation, in order to maybe compromise on something, in order to compromise with yourself or compromise with somebody else, or be able to meet somebody else halfway with your next relationship here. Okay, so I really hope that this could help you, Gemini. Thank you so much for tuning in, and have a great rest of the month, and I'll talk to you next time. Much love.